So it comes down to this. The Arab world is witnessing a reset, and this is more evident now than ever. Let me give you a primer. Look at today's headlines. India's External Affairs Minister is in West Asia. He is meeting the top leaders of the Gulf world. Pakistan, on the other hand, has been snubbed. The UAE has stopped issuing visas to Pakistanis. Why? Because the reports say it is because of security reasons. And this is the reset I am talking about. The Gulf is pulling away from Pakistan, a country with which the region has historical, religious and economic ties. And it is India that the Gulf is getting closer to. Like we just showed you, Pakistan has done enough and more to disappoint its Arab allies. But were those the only reasons for the Arab world to distance itself from Pakistan? Let's find out. First, Pakistan's Kashmir obsession. Since 1947, Pakistan has been obsessed with the Indian territory of Jammu and Kashmir. It has fought a war over Kashmir, framed its foreign policies around Kashmir, exported terror to Kashmir, moved world bodies over Kashmir. And after India abolished the special status of Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan threatened the OIC chair, Saudi Arabia. You know why? Because it refused to hold a special session over Kashmir. The majority of the world's Muslim nations acknowledge that Kashmir is India's internal matter. Somehow, this did not register with Pakistan, but Pakistan's threats to Riyadh were duly registered. So, Pakistan's Kashmir obsession is one of the many reasons why it has been sidelined by the Gulf. Here's another. The Gulf has grown to realize that anchoring ties on religion alone will not give it long-term allies. There are other aspects that the Arab world also needs to acknowledge when picking sides between India and Pakistan. A quick example here, India's growing clout and Prime Minister Modi's West Asia outreach. The Gulf has grown to realize that it needs to have India by its side as it heads into the future, opens up its economy and normalizes ties with countries like Israel. Let me show you some numbers here. Saudi Arabia's bilateral trade with India amounts to $33.07 billion with Pakistan. That figure in 2017 to 18 was $1.8 billion. The India-UAE bilateral trade standing at $60 billion, while Pakistan's trade volume with the UAE standing at $8 billion. India is a vital economic partner of the Gulf, with annual trade amounting to nearly $100 billion. India also comes with far too many avenues for cooperation, from technology to oil. India also offers investment opportunities, something that a bleeding economy like Pakistan does not. We told you just yesterday how West Asia is investing in India and how Indian companies have partnerships with their Gulf counterparts. At least 8 million Indians work in the region. Over 2.2 million of them work in the UAE alone. So India has a multifaceted relationship with the Gulf countries. Here's what Pakistan has, a questionable reputation. The country is the world's biggest terror exporter. It is home to terror groups like the Jamaat-ud-Dawa, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, the Hizbul Mujahideen. Pakistan is the safe haven for terrorists like Masood Azhar and Hafiz Saeed. It is under the spotlight of the global anti-terror financing watchdog, the FATF. And as if this wasn't enough, Pakistan is also a sinking economy. With Pakistan, the Arab world has a lender-lendee equation. With India, the Gulf has a partner. A country of 1.4 billion that is pitted to become a $5 trillion economy. India spells opportunity. Pakistan is more of a liability. If you go back in time, you would see that it is not just Pakistan that has historical ties with the Gulf. The ties between India and the Arab world go long back as well. And they have always been defined by trust. Did you know there was a time when the Indian rupee was the legal tender in the UAE? That was long before the UAE dirham. Here's something else. If Pakistan's ties with the Gulf are defined on religious lines, it is India that has the world's second largest Muslim population. In 2019, a record 2 lakh Indian pilgrims went to the Hajj. So if it comes to the question of siding with either India or Pakistan, the Arab world seems to have made its choice. It has reset its priorities. It has picked an ally that is reliable, will be a solid partner for the region's investments, and above all, a country which will be good for the national interests of the region. And that's India.